I want to know the truth of my mother, of things that were said about her.
I was told that my biological mother was a bad mother and she done things to us.
One of the accusations that I heard was I was kicked in my stomach when I was going to daycare by my mother, and I ended up vomiting blood.
I was told that she set houses on fire with us in them.
I guess she was smoking drugs in the front yard and flicked it at the house, and it just lit the entire house on fire.
I was told that she tried to sell us off to somebody.
She tried to kill us while we were in her stomach. She did drugs, alcohol.
Didn't feed us, child neglect, abuse. I don't remember anything like that.
The only thing that just makes me not really believe it is because all this time that I have spent with her since I've met her back in, I think, 2019, she doesn't show any type of signs of this whatsoever.
I do have memories of her that were good. She did try to find us. I mean, social media, foster homes, courthouses, anywhere we was at, the park. I could be walking down the street, she'll find me. I felt like she actually loved us. She kept fighting. There was not a place she could not find us.
I was removed from my biological mother's care and I was adopted out. Life was not easy. It really wasn't.
I would prefer to stay with my mother than to be removed from my mother because I suffered torture, abuse, manipulation.
You know, you're supposed to discipline your child, but when you go to discipline them, you don't take it as far as what it was taken. I remember getting stabbed in the arm with a safety pin because of my shoes not being stacked up in my closet.
I mean, I got scars up and down my body and my mind, mental abuse, physical abuse, and my mother hasn't done that to me.
I reunited with my mother when I was 19 years old. She bought me a plane ticket out to Florida, where I finally met her. I already automatically knew she was just like me. We acted the same, we finished each other's sentences at the same time without her even having to raise me.
Now I have a great relationship with my mother, and she wants to prove to us that she didn't do any of those things, and she has always been a great mother.
I think it's normal to not, trust her 100% right now because we're building that trust over time. And I think that this show is gonna really help with that. Knowing that the things that were said about her won't be true, or even if they are true, I feel like the past is in the past.
If she fails, it wouldn't change the way that I think. It wouldn't change the way that I feel for her. It wouldn't change anything.
Even though if my mom did abuse me or set the house on fire or any of those things that she was claimed to have done, she's not that person anymore. She's a whole different person. She's actually trying to be there for us.
Anna, why did you lose your children?
Allegations, lies.
So you believe in your mind that the kids were all taken away and you did nothing wrong?
I didn't do anything wrong.
That would be
It's
pretty...
a lot of allegations. I understand that.
What were the allegations against you?
That I kicked my daughter in the stomach when she was like 4 or 5. I dropped her off at daycare, and Tyra always threw these little fits like, I don't want to stay, I don't want to stay. And Tyra kept screaming, and when Tyra screams, she will scream until she vomits. So she vomited, and I was trying to help clean it up. And they were like, oh no, go on to work, Anna, go on to work. And I was like, okay, is she gonna be okay? Let me know. So I went to work, I get off at 4:30, go to the daycare to pick them up, and the police was there. And the cop was like, we took them out to the hospital to get them checked. And they said, there's no reason for them to be here, so we're gonna send them home.
What about burning the house down?
Oh my gosh, I've never done that. Like, that's just
You were never
crazy.
arrested for it?
No.
Oh. What about selling one of your kids for $1,500?
Oh gosh, no, I would be in prison if I tried to sell one of my kids. Like, I love my children, that's why I had so many.
Did you do drugs when you were pregnant?
With Armani, yes, I did. I didn't do drugs as in like hard drugs. I did marijuana because the first 3 months I was pregnant with him, I lost 15 pounds. I quit smoking marijuana when I found out I was pregnant with my children. And my doctor was like, Anna, why are you losing weight so bad? And I was like, I don't have an appetite. I do not have an appetite. And he's like, well, what changed? And I was like, I quit smoking marijuana because I'm pregnant. And he said, well, if it helps you gain weight, then smoke marijuana. So I did. That's the only one I smoked with.
Okay. And what alternate universe was this in?
This was in 98.
You know, I'm really trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. I really am, because, you know, this story today is a story of, you know, redemption for yourself, right? I do think sometimes when you get a brick on you, more bricks are easy to put on you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying by that? That once you kind of enter into the system, it is easy to then kind of have an avalanche fall on you. But you gotta like stay with me on reality, okay? Mm-hmm. Like if you tell crazy stories, I'm gonna have a hard time believing you.
Right.
Okay. Did you ever beat your kids?
No.
Were you in an abusive relationship at the time?
Yes.
This ex hit you?
He did more than that,
Okay.
but yes.
So was he ever arrested?
Yes, he was.
Okay. How many calls would you say were made to CPS on you?
I don't exactly know, because the person that kept calling it was just a revengeful thing. It was a family member. And between January and April, there was 76.
Okay. When did you reunite with Tyra and Armani?
The first time I reunited with Tyra, I found her on Instagram. And she was on there talking about committing suicide.
Oh, jeez.
And I talked her out of it. And then after about 2 hours, I was like, I'm your mother. And she was like, no way, my mother died. And she blocked me. The person told them that I was dead. Me and my son had died on the way to Georgia to visit them.
So did they ever point blank ask you, Armani or your daughter, did they ever say, hey, did you do this?
Yeah.
And you said?
No.
No. Did they say, why were we taken away?
Yes.
And what did you say?
I gave her the papers.
That stated what?
The papers stated that I completed everything, but...
I'm not asking you that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What did the papers say that you did to take your kids away? See, this is where I'm having... Okay, I'm going to stop you. This is where I have a problem with these type of stories, okay? If my kids were taken away, and at some point I'm trying to build a relationship with them again, I think I would have answers to these questions.
I guess I was with their dad.
So by being with the dad, you put your kids in a dangerous position, the very least.
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
I love you. I need to know the truth, but I love you. Okay?
You're going to get the truth, I promise.
You just said to your mother, you know, and she said, I'm going to give you the truth today. It doesn't even matter.
No, I mean, not really.
Yeah.
But in a way, it does, but not really.
Yes.
You know, it's not going to make me think.
We'd like to know the truth, but at this point, like you just said, it doesn't matter. Like, just move on with your life and move forward.
Right.
Don't live backwards, live forwards, right? So, you know, on the tape, you say, hey, my mother, even if she did those things, she's not that person anymore.
It's not.
Okay. And I'm not trying to make you look bad, but your mother doesn't seem to have any answers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a confusing case. It really is.
Yes. But when you start losing the majority of your kids, you probably should have some answers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you find out about these accusations?
I was told. It was told to me by the people who took me away from her.
So your mother says she finds you on Instagram.
Yeah.
And she says that you were going through a little dark period, right?
Oh, very dark.
And she helped you through it.
Yeah, she did, actually.
So and she goes, oh, by the way, I'm your mom.
Yeah.
What was that like?
My heart started pounding at that moment. And
She said you
like,
blocked her.
Yeah, I immediately blocked her because I was told that if I talked to her, we were gonna get in trouble and we were gonna get.
But did
sent.
you think it was your mom, or did you think, hey, this is some nut job?
My intuition is so on point. I automatically knew it was her.
And you got to meet your little brother,
Oh yes.
who she's raising now.
Yes.
And what's that like?
It was actually normal. It was easy.
Yeah. And you would describe your mom to him as she's being a good mom?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, a little sheltered, but very, very good mother.
Well, I think maybe when you go from one extreme to the other, it's not such a bad thing, right?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Thank you, baby.
How you doing, Armani?
Good.
You don't believe your mom did any of the things that she's accused
Not
of?
at all.
Why do you think that all your siblings were taken away from your mother?
If you want to be honest, I mean, she does have mental issues. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has mental issues.
Of course.
I have mental issues.
Why do people have mental issues?
I feel like they thought that she couldn't raise us
Because of these mental issues.
because of her mental issues.
How did you two reconnect?
Instagram.
Instagram.
She texted me and was like, hey, I'm your mom. And I was like, you know, there's no way you're my mom. My mom's dead.
Right.
Well, she sent me baby pictures, baby feet,
So then you knew it
birth
was her.
certificate, told me my own social security
How
number.
important are these results for you?
Honestly, they're not important to me.
Either
Because
way,
they're more important to her.
yeah.
She wants to prove them. So I told her I'll follow her every step.
Either way, you're going to continue a relationship with your mom.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we broke your lie detector test into multiple sections. First, Anna, we lie detected you on drugs. Other than with Armani, did you ever use any illegal drugs while pregnant with any of your other children? You answered no. Did you ever use any illegal drugs in the presence of any of your children? You answered no. The result of those two questions is that your mother, Anna, told the truth. Did you ever attempt to sell one of your children for $1,500? You answered no. You told the truth. Did you ever have your children living in a home without utilities? You answered no. You told the truth. Did you deliberately set fire to your trailer with your children inside? You answered no. You told the truth.
Thank you.
Did you ever hit Armani? No. When he was a child with excessive force causing a mark or bruise? You answered no. You told the truth. Did you ever hit Tyra with excessive force when she was a child causing a mark or bruise? You answered no. Did you kick Tyra in the stomach like daycare accused you of? You answered no. Those two questions, you told the truth.
Thank you.
I asked you, did CPS tell you that you had to terminate your relationship with your ex, that you would have gained custody of your children?
Nope.
You answered no, and the result of that question is you did not tell the truth.
No.
In the big scheme of things, listen, you didn't get to raise your kids. I can't imagine what that's like.
It's horrifying.
They're saying, hey, they came here today and said, no matter what, even if you did things in the past, you're not that person anymore. We love her. We want to move forward. You're getting a great second chance at life with your kids. And I hope you make the most of it.
Thank you so much.
Can you relate to this story? Go to www.stevewilkos.com to get my help.